Good evening and welcome back to somewhere in the Middle East. I can't quite remember where. Jerusalem. Yes, our capital's in the county of Jerusalem. Because the Catholics went and took our previous capital in Mosul off us and have now founded the independent and very Catholic, for now, Kingdom of Al Jazeera. Who's got a claim on it then? Sadly, it's ruled by a man, so...
Okay, that's just confusing.
Crusade.
Oh, yes, of course, crusade. And they won, did they? How very irksome of them.
Yes. Finally, like we won the previous two crusades, but this one, I thought we were doing all right, but apparently either my liege didn't or something suddenly got us to minus 100% war score. Like we were pootling along at about minus 30%.
Probably, in fact, somebody important, possibly in fact your liege, got captured.
It's quite plausible, yes.
In which case you're toast. Because there are very few things that can give you that dramatic a swing quickly. If you were on less than 50, if you were on like minus 50% war score.
Yeah, I don't think we were that bad, but like, I don't know.
You just have needed to capture his heir or something. But I think for that big a swing, you'd have needed to get the top liege captured. But of course, by that point, the crusade's over and you can't fish out what the hell just happened. So yes, okay, that explains it. Bloody lieges. Useless lot.
Right. A discussion of drug naming on IRC. I have this vague memory that MAB is a suffix for monoclonal antibodies, but I could be wrong. Anyway, I have no idea what a monoclonal antibody is, Mike. Right, where were we? Yes. We're oh yes, our Badshah is 6 years old, which probably didn't help with defending the crusade. Probably means he didn't get captured, though. Unless they actually besieged his capital. But that would have been Jerusalem, and I think I probably would have stopped anyone besieging Jerusalem.
Well, there is a small problem that his dad it's possible that his dad snuffed it.
Not in the crusade, no. Uwais died before the crusade. I'm pretty sure he arrived on the throne very young. Yeah, but I think they hadn't captured anywhere actually in the Middle East off us at the point when they won.
Yeah, but there were some bits of your territory that are elsewhere that
yes,
well have been occupied.
He might have been weirdly there.
Where his guardian might have been. Or regent. Either way, I suspect it was something fairly horrific like that. So you're planning to go to war for Al Jazeera then?
I don't know. I mean, so at the moment, slightly surprisingly, I don't end up with a claim on my old kingdom, which feels a bit unfair.
You're a heretic. How can you possibly have a claim on the glorious kingdom of X?
Well, obviously not from their point of view. That's not how these things are judged.
No, they now think that because they're in charge, you now have to go and fabricate claim on it.
I can't fabricate claims on kingdoms. Well, you can't in general unless you actually have as an ambition to take that kingdom. And there are no useful claimants on the kingdom. Oh yes, the king got himself married pretty promptly upon taking the throne, so I didn't manage to sneak someone in there, sadly. So yes, the curious fact is that I currently hold a kingdom level title and no county, which isn't meant to be possible, or at least you can't get a kingdom level title without having a county.
Yes, well, there's weirdnesses that can happen.
I do hold the barony of Ramallah. The Waliyah of Ramallah, which is a very fine fortress with fort level 9.5 and like 7,000 troops available.
So, what's the year? 40 something?
1422.
Ooh, so you've got like 30-ish years.
Yes, my character is aged 44, so probably won't make it, but she might.
I think your options at the moment are try to take over the Empire of Outremer yourself, which will almost certainly give you a claim on the kingdom, or try to take some kingdoms in Europe on the previous turn everything Fraticelli principle. I have to say, my personal inclination at this point would be to try and claim the kingdom while there's a child on the throne and etc. But of course, you have probably lost quite a lot of your troops through the small problem that
Of having a crusade. I've got 39,000 of them available.
well, you're losing your kingdom, but okay, apparently not that much of them. So how much? What's the overall thing of the kingdom? Strength of the kingdom? Empire, sorry.
48,000.
So you're most of it. Well, I think you should try and take over the empire. And then try and get your kingdom back.
So the problem is I don't have a claim on the kingdom. On the empire, rather.
Well, you can plot to get a claim. Probably. You're not anything lying or anything, are you?
I don't seem to have any claim fabrication plots available to me.
I don't think you
So
fabricate a claim. I think it's a plot.
I think I would need to. I think it would need to be a faction, surely.
Yeah, it might be a faction, yeah. So, do you have any useful ambitions?
Not really. Having a daughter, but no, I don't. I don't even have enough of a claim to put myself on, to start a faction to put myself on the throne because I'm so distant from the current Badshah. So I think I have to stay. I mean, I can become an independent Al Jazeera, trying to share Jerusalem with the empire, but I'm not sure that would work.
Well,
I mean, it would be very appropriate to be trying to share Jerusalem with another country, but
the other option, of course,
so I think
are
I
there
should.
any sub-kingdoms or duchies that you can use to gradually slice away enough of the empire that either independently or just, within...
I mean, I'm a fairly large proportion of the empire anyway. I don't. I mean, I think I should direct my. I'm mostly inclined to continue trying to. Yes, the bastards blew up my trade empire as well. Sorry, there was. Let's have a look around here. We have a tiny King Johann III of Navarra. Who can we find who has a claim on Navarra? Constantia might join my court. Presumably she would like to join Constanza. That will not be confusing at all. So she only has a weak claim on Navarra, but obviously that's adequate when the King of Navarra is 6. It's only a single county, Navarra, mind. So let's see if we can find anything more fun. Are there any convenient claimants on the Empire of Britannia, I wonder? Is Britannia too scary to take on? No. Britannia, of course, is ruled by a man. Oh, but you have a strong claim on the Empire of Britannia and would be willing to join my court? Or have I... Yes. There are several people, in fact, but maybe let's not go for the 63-year-old. He's only got a weak claim. But Beorhtfrith of Somerset has a strong claim on the Empire of Britannia and is willing to join my court. He is zealous, so it might be a bit hard to turn him Fraticelli, but it's worth a try. Hates me, but since I have the power to press his claims, he's
Prepared to come to some kind of compromise.
yes. And maybe if I throw some money at him, he'll also be prepared to change religion. Okay, well, I mean, this is you wanted me to take an empire, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to take Britannia, I'm going to give it to someone else, but I'll get it to my religion, I hope, maybe.
Well, fingers crossed.
Meanwhile, all right, Navarra is actually 2 counties, at least. It consists nominally of the Duchy of Upper Brittany and the Duchy of Aragon, each of which I think contains 1 county. Brittany itself is held by a woman. And there are some claimants there if I wanted them. Breton Revolt is held by a woman. Caen is not independent. That's part of Italia, isn't it? Yes. Italia's also held by a woman. And there are claimants who would join my court. Well, a claimant who would join my court, who is already Fraticelli.
Oh, wow.
I mean, she is 56 years old, so... Italia is also a good deal weaker than Britannia.
Well, go Britannia first and then...
What religion is the HRE? I mean, what gender is the HRE? There you have a rather elderly woman, but with the next in line also being female. Any claimants on the HRE? The HRE is presumably a bad idea. Yeah, the HRE is actually tougher than I am.
So it's very hard to, because it's elective.
Getting the religion to stick would be difficult,
Well,
yes.
also, the problem is as soon as you get someone to your court and convert them to Fraticelli, I suspect they might suddenly drop out of the list of...
That's fine, I'm inviting a claimant.
That's true. Yeah.
Actually, Italia's elective as well. Is Britannia elective?
Probably not.
Hang on, what? I thought... No, there can't have been a success... Maybe am I... Oh no, I actually have a strong claimant on Britannia. That's why I don't care that it's a man. No, actually, Britannia's elective as well. Because, like, it's going to be quite hard to get a change of religion to stick in an elective monarchy.
That was too much. You're quite close to the end of time.
Just put someone young in charge.
Yeah, he's relatively young.
Is that enough for him to convert? Yes, good. He may be zealous, but he is quite happy to be zealously Fraticelli. The kitchen is truly a wonderful place, filled with delicious things and smells, but it worries me that Ruprecht, my nephew, spends all his time there when he should be practicing sword fighting and learning how to rule. So I have two options. I can force Ruprecht to learn how to fight, which will probably make him brave, might turn him gluttonous or craven, or I can decide it's not my concern and allow him to become gluttonous. Curiously, unlike most cases, this doesn't give him an opinion bonus towards me if I take the one that involves letting him do what he wants. So let us make him brave. No, he's turned gluttonous anyway. And we also have here Oneca di Spoleto, who is already Fraticelli, but is 56. What's the Crown Authority like in each place? Limited in Italia. Limited in Britannia as well. That's kind of unfortunate because the higher Crown Authority would allow them to start kicking out vassals of the wrong religion. But they are big empires, so I suppose it's not very surprising.
It's quite hard to keep high crown authority with a big empire.
I mean, actually, Italia is not a very big empire. So, I mean, like Britannia, I've got a better claimant in that my claimant is substantially younger.
But one that can hang around for a bit longer, whereas the Italian one, for two reasons, kind of can't.
Yes. Let's go for Italia first, I think. Oh. Why do I not get Claim Italia on my list then?
You don't have a non-aggression pact or something?
Oh, I don't think I do. I can declare war on them for other reasons. No. Let me just check. So that... Just on pause in case, like, the fact that my claimant has only just arrived matters. Doesn't appear in the list, as far as I can see. I do have a claimant on the Holy Roman Empire just lying around. He is actually an emir. But I'm not going to war with the Holy Roman Empire. That would be silly.
Yeah, maybe don't do that. Well, if Italia's not working, go for Britain.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out why. So that's a weak claim on the Empire of Italia. Oh, right. I need a male claimant on Italia.
Yeah.
Right, there's an additional rule. If female rulers, you can only press a claim against them if the weak claim against them if your claimant is male, assuming usual setup.
The other thing is, isn't the heir of child and all?
No, Italia Ares do Philippos of Lucania.
Yeah, well, that's very
Well, okay, do we have to go to war with Britannia then? Let's see if that one is available. Yes, I can claim Britannia. He has no allies. I observe we have a genius emperor over there as well. I mean, we are, of course, kind of involved in a war already. In that the Pala Empire has declared a holy war on Outremer.
Yeah, it's your boss's problem.
Hmm.
Go and take the general instead.
Pala Empire is terrifying.
If Britannia rules the waves, who rules the particles?
Well, I think we're in a desert. We do. Outremer. But yes, the Pala Empire is kind of huge. Like, I think Constantinople is much more likely to fall to the Hindus in this world, in this timeline. Pala. P-A-L-A. Sorry, Pink Beast has asked, what's the name of the terrifying empire?
I did mishear it as Impala for a bit.
No.
No, that's Vlad.
So what are they actually fighting us for? That, which, like, isn't some of that part of my territory? Yes, like, Pala are actually going to war for one of my duchies. I think I do need to defend this. Even though it involves being at war with Pala Empire. So can I offer to join my liege's war? Yes. Much though I would like to claim Britannia, I think we do rather need to kick the neighbours out of Fars. Let's wait until we're actually in the war so we can see where the enemy armies are. Right, our claimant on Britannia is now Fraticelli. Right, and I am now officially in the Holy War for Fars. So, looks like yes. Why have we got 2% war score? Because we currently control the contested territory. Yes, excellent. Right, I'll not raise my domain levy because it's currently still tiny. Let's keep them at home. Rather amusingly, we actually control the city of Cheren in Massawa, which is part of the new kingdom of Al Jazeera. Can we disband them and raise them actually on the coast? Yes, that's better. generally amassing my armies in Fars because that's a useful place for them to be. Unfortunately, a lot of my territories are now kind of spread out rather. Do I control CK2? No, I don't think I do. Doesn't look like any of my other interesting duchies have any territories over there, so this lot are going to have to go on a fairly boring... Well, actually, maybe they should head, at least the southern lot, should head down to... somewhere down here, to Eliat. And then we can going to need slightly more than that. And then we can ship them by sea most of the rest of the way. Those three probably going to be quickest to go overland. Right. Still going to need more ships than that. Oh, that duchy I could usefully create now, because like I was thinking, why have I got all these loose counties under me? And the answer is because they used to be part of the Merchant Republic of I've forgotten the name of the place. Axum, thank you. And now they're not. They've got spat out because they weren't de jure part of Axum. But I can thus create the Duchy of Blemia, which is de jure most of those loose counties, and then grant it to someone, and then they will love me, and then I can probably raise more troops from them.
I'm trying not to start writing a limerick that starts from Merchant Republic of Axum, because it's too hard to rhyme.
Yes. Right, so I could grant it to the Lord Mayor of Suakin, which would, of course, make me, or indeed the Lord Mayor of Trinkitat. Is it all, in fact, yes, it's all cities because it was spat out from a merchant republic. So we have like 4 different Lords Mayor I could grant the duchy to in order to turn it into a new merchant republic. See which one of them I like the look of. Oh, he's got some nice numbers, but he is 61. He's not bad, and he does have a lot of money, which is probably a good place to start if you're in a merchant republic. He does kind of dislike me, though. He's envious. Oh, and he's Catholic. No, not a chance of that. I mean, he has some pretty good numbers. He's a bit short on money, but he does like naturally quite like me. Let us make him the new what's name of Blemia. So he is now the Grand Mayor. Oh, that's odd. Has that not properly turned into a merchant republic because he's not coastal? Oops. I thought only the duchy had to be coastal. Oh well. It seems to have ended up as an ordinary republic rather than a merchant republic. I mean, usually it's a rather smaller duchy than this that I'm doing it with, so... what's the next duchy along there, then? There's Mercuria and Nobatia. Do we... So the Duchy of Mercuria is, right, de facto part of Egypt. Emirate of Nobatia is actually one of ours. So then we have a slight question of what we do with... Oh right, though those two aren't actually under us, are they? Right, that's why they're weird. Right, well, let's actually go for... How is that controlled then? He's my direct vassal. That feels weird. Let's pass him off to the to be a direct vassal as the Grand Mayor of Blemia. Not so much because it's necessarily right, but it just feels more sensible. That was the Mayor of Cheren, wasn't it? Yes. Right, let's disband all the troops from that area and then we'll re-raise them as one army and hope they're bigger. Yeah, that's better. Hang on, we're going to need a ship for them now. There we go. Actually, you guys come ashore here. And we'll send that big ship, that big fleet up to there. Up to 3% war score. Right, so that army has come ashore. Probably don't need that fleet. So that is the edge of the Pala Empire. There's certainly an argument that we should just stomp into the near edge of the Pala Empire and start besieging it.
They're probably hoping you'll do that. They're saying, won't you come into my power?
Yes, thank you. Right, so now that lot can get on that more sensibly sized fleet and head over there as well. Land everyone on the border. Right. of Haleb. I didn't even know I had an Emir of Haleb. Where's Haleb? Okay, it's that Halab. Sorry, it's that bit up there apparently. What are Abyssinia up to, I wonder? They're not at war with anyone. Why are they shifting armies around then, hey?
Fun.
We do with armies.
Ah, right. The non-aggression pact between me and King Dieter of Carnem has dissolved, I think partly because King Dieter of Carnem is dead, which would make the non-aggression pact quite hard to enforce. Well, I mean, we're not going to get much aggression, but... Oh, the bastards from Carnem have just dumped 1,400 troops on my head. Excuse me. 18,000 troops on my head, sorry. Right, let's not send any more troops into that county. Let's retreat into the mountains. And that army is going to run away. It's not going to win that battle. So our best bet is to cause it to leave rapidly. Yes, it's a peasant revolt. That's fine, actually. Right, how are we doing at organising people here? We've got one more army to turn up here. Let's just try sticking an organiser in there. Oh dear. You get a slight defensive advantage, but there are like 15,000 troops about to turn up here. Right, well, let's make sure we have the best commanders we can lay our hands on. Oh, actually, we're in a coastal county with with almost enough ships in the port. If we leave like 100 troops behind, everyone else can pile onto those ships and immediately be safe from attack. Right, sorry 100 troops who are getting left behind. Why don't you show me the total number for one of these rows? Yeah, why can't I move that batch back to the left? I don't understand. It's actually going to be 200 troops, but that'll do, I think. Oops, I didn't mean that button. I'm just creating new vast quantities of armies here. What I could actually do with is a split into all its component parts button. Split all of these armies down to the smallest atoms, and then I can find the the pieces that add up to the 100 and something troops I need. Oh, I don't care.
Are you knapsack problem in your office?
Yes. Select that lot, deselect those 217, join the rest together into a single army. 5, 6, hang on, what? How are those now 5,850? Have I accidentally dismissed something? Oh well, those will fit on the ship. Oh, there's 559 on the ships already. Right, I see. So I can't embark that lot, so I do have to, yes, split off. No, I don't mean reorganise unit. I don't mean split in half. I mean new unit. And then I find the tiniest one, which is that one. Then I discover I can't, for some reason, move that one back across. But then we split that in half. We select that one and embark them. We select that lot and embark them. And that leaves those poor 217 troops who will be instructed to flee that battle the moment they get a chance. Meanwhile, we head over to Dashistan at the very least. She may as well head all the way around there and march into... Is Dashistan mountains? No. And march into the mountains from a more sensible side. Right, meanwhile that lot turn up and turn out not to fit on the ship. I think they do. I need slightly more ships, right. Okay, have 146 more ships. That means I don't need that lot at all. At least once those ships arrive, it does. Let's pay attention to what's going on over here. They still haven't actually arrived. Oh, damn it, we've just dumped another batch here. No. Actually, that means we've got to load more ships, which means... everyone can embark. Right. No one is going to die today. Well, I mean, except for quite a lot of the enemy, because they're suffering non-trivial attrition in their own territory.
There's some slightly poor planning there. Or, reckless behaviour because someone's got...
Because they've got 60,000 troops in total. I mean, that is half of their entire army is in that one county with 6% monthly attrition.
But not for long.
Well, no, they're about to cross into our territory. I mean, we have a supply limit of 46,000 in Julfar, but I don't think they will.
If they start losing troops due to army mismanagement while at war with you, it doesn't count towards your war score.
No. No, only actual battles do.
Only your chance of winning the next battle.
Yes. Right, yes. Oh, yes, of course. They've split their army in two different directions for perfectly sensible reasons. Valpurga, my niece, is of an age that she needs teaching. I'm already teaching too many little Despoletos. Let's go for Clotilda, my sister. I mean, I think also Clotilda's Valburga's mother. Yes. Right, that lot can be embarked. They can head over here as well. Martin's heart is filled with envy. Try to make him kind. We made him kind. Excellent. Yes, I'm not too worried about this lot besieging things in the desert. I'd be more worried if they looked like they were heading up into Shiraz. Okay, it looks like that lot are crossing back again, back across the Straits of Hormuz. Probably switch back to normal realm view now. I think my troops are trying to take a route that involves spending as little time as possible in Catholic territory. Yeah, I've apparently lost a commander somewhere. And my Grand Vizier would also make a half-decent commander, but I'm not sure that's a wise move. See if there's anyone bribable. Oh yes, he looks all right. Unless I'm missing some skill. No, I've got plenty of people with useful traits. Do I want an inspiring leader with Marshal 24 or a an uninspiring leader with Marshal 25? And there's not much benefit from inspiring leader. Let's go for this guy. I have got a decent amount of money. I could hire some mercenaries for this, but don't think it should be necessary. Not if we're reasonably organised about it. Right, we have our new commander. We are just sorting out his religion. Right, well, let's make sure this lot are ready to defend themselves. I think they should be okay there, but hello, Butavit. I appreciate you've only just arrived in the kingdom, but we need you to defend against a numerically superior force. I mean, you are admittedly in a mountain, so you might do all right. So let's try to make sure this lot have, if possible, some organisers. Oh, they did have an organiser. Oh well. Yeah, we expect you to hold this place. Let's see if you can. I appreciate that they have brought elephants. Oh yes, I've probably got a bunch of troops in stupid places I should either ship over here or dismiss, haven't I? Let's quickly organise that. That looks big enough that they're worth bringing over. That looks big enough that they're worth bringing over. That does not. And probably Kent's doesn't either. It's such pain getting anyone out of Cologne. So yes, we're a bit short on troops here because plenty of our troops are still marching across the Empire. But we might hold this.
Thanks for that.
Now that lot should be given an organiser. Can we merge them? No. Which one is ahead? That's the biggest one anyway. They should get another organiser in the hopes of getting them there slightly faster. Right, the enemy has 3 16,000 strong armies kicking around here. This may not go entirely to my favour, in my favour. The previous Kaiserin of the Holy Roman Empire has died. We have a new Kaiserin, Kaiserin Ermengarde. That's nice. Right, that's now looking a bit scary. I think I'm going to need some mercenaries to help me with this. So what kind of things do well in mountains? We particularly like light infantry and archers. So a company that's heavy on light infantry and archers would be good. The Rus company, yeah, we could afford them. Someone else has already hired the Bulgarian company. Rus band, similarly, but they're a bit smaller. So we need 100 a month. Like this war's going to last. Yeah, I don't know that we can afford the Rus company. Looking at my actual amount of money. Like, is 10,000 troops going to be adequate for the purpose? Well, I mean, they're what I can get. appear to have turned into 17. Actually, let's raise my, since we're here, raise the tiny number of Demesne troops I can get as well. Oh, I accidentally ordered the wrong one. Right, okay. I've got too many mercenaries. This may be expensive. I need to get them to die as quickly as possible. I intended to order the Rus band and I ordered a Rus company instead, and now I'm going, how am I going to ship all these expensive troops to the right place?
Seems like a sort of problem solved by sharp negotiation. Carefully arrange that they don't quite know where they're supposed to be turning up and don't contract with your expense, and they go, oh, bugger.
So yeah, I'm not hopeful of our chances there, but oh, I need to get some decent commanders in here, please. For one thing, I should be on the flank. Right. It's like another 12,000 troops on their way right now.
The Mala Empire is about 260 years past its time. Yes. And evidently it didn't die out when the real one did.
Right, we have some narrow flanks. We're in mountains. Those 12,000 troops definitely need one of our organisers. Those 4,000 will get an organiser as soon as the previous batch have arrived at the battle.
Because commanders can teleport.
Yes. This is an important fact. We need more ships. How many troops? Oh, we've not got many troops coming here, but that's 1,000 troops right there. That's not going to be a problem, I think. That's 18,000 troops, though. Maybe it is going to be a problem. We've raised all of the ships. Oh no, there's another 100 ships. Right, that'll solve it. They're trampling me with elephants.
Apparently the real pilot were pretty good at that.
Right, so those. So now Johann can join this army very. No, they can't. He can't. Ah, of course. The problem is my organisers are now getting sucked into this battle. I should remove the organisers from each army just before the army arrives in the battle. It's going all right so far, but they've got a bunch more troops on their way. Right. So how's our Operation Ship More Troops In from over here going? They're still trying to get themselves to Eliat, where they can board their ships. Polar Empire's reinforcements have turned up. We haven't actually managed to kill many of them, which is a bit of a problem. So now they're making a big dent in our centre. And we're stuck in melee, whereas if we could have gone back to skirmish, that would have made life a lot easier. Let's split off some of those. No, that's not helpful. Try the other button then. Yes, that'll do nicely. I mean, actually, we could split off slightly more, couldn't we? Pay attention. So I need about 18,000 in 180, sorry, in one, 190 in one of the groups. If we do that, yes, that will do well, and then we can keep the spare ships there, rather than sending all the spare ships around to the Persian Gulf. Right, so that army has almost arrived. That army's a bit slower, so let's now stick the organiser in that army so that we don't get the organiser sucked into the battle. Right, that's looking less good for us. There will be another 12,000 troops very shortly, but I'm a bit scared. Oh well, right. That's better. The new troops have brought with them a big pile of morale. But problem is we're still in melee, which is we only get like plus 50% heavy infantry defence in mountains. And unfortunately our next batch of reinforcements are still halfway down the Red Sea. No, why didn't you get into the ship, the fleet that would just take you rather than the big fleet, you silly people? Let's at least put you into a single fleet. Still not the best one, but I think we've still got someone heading over here from elsewhere, as I recall, but I could be confused. Yes, there's the ship. Yes, I don't think I'm going to finish this war tonight. Somehow, I hope I might get to finish this battle, but I'm not entirely sure the battle is going to end up finish in the way that I want it to finish, because we've only got 1,300 reinforcements in any imminent danger of arriving. And like, we're breaking some of their things, but they've got another 15,000 troops heading in from the south. Unless we can get them fully defeated pretty soon, that's going to go badly for us. So close. Oh, we officially won the battle. Which is like quite good for our war score. 41% war score from that one battle in the mountains.
It was quite a big battle.
Yes. We did, so I presume the left side is our side. But okay, well, our troops do get a week off before the next batch of elephants arrive. But yes, one side lost 13,000 troops, the other side lost 17,000.
And how many of those were elephants?
We don't seem to get a line for the elephants. Oh, they're listed as camels on our side, of course. We killed 189 of their elephants. That's the way we can tell which side's which. Their side has elephants, our side has camels. We killed 189 of their elephants. They killed 570 of our camels.
Can't you count?
But yes, that there's a messy day in the mountains. Right, let us glue all of that lot together into a single army, a single sensibly balanced army, and give them, put me on the flank, put my marshal in the centre, put my other really good commander on that flank. Go, our morale is in a bit of a disaster, in a bit of a mess. It'll go up a bit in that week, though. We're mostly going to have to survive based on the fact that we're in the mountains still. Right, that ship, those two ships are empty, aren't they? They're still waiting for that lot to arrive. The mercenaries have passed Yemen. Right, and the next battle starts with us at only half morale. But we have numbers and we're in mountains and we start in a skirmish phase. Right, well that was pretty devastating for the poor Pala Empire. Your commanding presence on the battlefield was felt during the recent victory by friends and foes alike. You bolstered the spirits of men when it was needed most, and you personally led the final charge that broke the back of the enemy army. Songs will be sung of this day. Gain 100 prestige. Yeah, that's nice. So that takes me up from 12,000 to 12,100. Meanwhile, apparently the Najdid Sultanate has instituted absolute crown authority in Iraq. That's nice for them. Yes, we noticed we got attacked. So yes, we now have 60% war score from battles and 15% war score for the fact that we still control the disputed territory. We've got plenty of supply limit there once the enemy piss off. Sadly, this means I don't get to kill those terribly expensive mercenaries. Okay, that lot. Oh, that wasn't what I meant to do. That lot appear not to be already out of shattered retreat. So let's march those 18,000 around. Maybe we can meet this lot somewhere that isn't. What have we got on here? It's only 1,000 troops. They're no use. What I want is to be able to throw those mercenaries against. That wasn't how I wanted to split those. I wanted to carefully peel off just my troops. Send my troops up there. And the rest around so they don't get stuck in Istaka. If I deselect those, I can then... No, that's not what I meant. Do I shift click there? No. Oh, I just click X, don't I? That does it, yes. No, that wasn't what I meant. Arg. Now I have to reorganise my army again. Right, you guys in there. Oh, now I can select everyone else because they're distinct. Ross Company, overpriced mercenaries, round the outside to try to meet up with the enemy somewhere off here. Russ Company should have, yes, at least one organiser. Meanwhile, 3,000 more troops have arrived in El Arish, sorry. Okay, so that lot. Oh, there's another enemy army there. You lot can also join me up here. Those ships are not needed. Right, so what we really want is to manage to end up with this lot in a defensive position in some mountains somewhere, where they then meet this lot. I'm slightly concerned by this additional 12,000 troops heading in from there, which might mean that we'll need to bring in reinforcements. But the mercenaries should bear the brunt of the attack, because otherwise I'm going to go bankrupt. Like, we should do something with these mercenaries before they run me out of money. Right, so that lot. No, we can't. Are they actually going anywhere? No, I think they're just besieging something. Right, they're not even besieging anything that we care about. That lot are currently heading for Kerman. We'll be there on the 4th of August. We're closer to Kerman and we have organisers. Can we get in there before the 4th of August? Not at all, no. Well, we don't want to be in a attacking position in those mountains. Oh, we're actually past the supply limit in that county now, because apparently the supply limit there at the moment is only 25,000. Right. Well, let's peel off that reasonably sensible quantity and send them out there. So I wonder where this lot will go next. Actually, what we can do is the sneaky thing that often works quite well. You lot go to that county, peel off just enough of these that they look weak. So about 6,000 of them. Oh, we can't peel off about 6,000 of them, because yes, let's pick one flank. Yeah, this is a slight problem. The Rus company is big, is 3 big flanks, so I can't just gently reduce them by enough that they don't look threatening. I mean, I might be able to, because that is technically slightly less than that. Well, let's try it. So now we're kind of depending on how fast we can move troops around. We're hoping to tempt this lot into attacking me in Yazd, and then we'll suddenly pile in enough troops to defeat them. That's the theory. Okay, they're not going to fall for it. They're heading back to Sirjan.
Are there mountains in Yazd?
Sorry?
Are there mountains in Yazd?
Yes.
The only way is up.
Yes. We'll let that lot keep moving, just so we can get them out of Istaka, where they're suffering attrition.
So parking your mercenaries somewhere with high attrition at least.
Well, yes, I could do that. I'd prefer not to. That's a rather wasteful way of burning mercenaries. We should consume mercenaries by hurling them at the enemy. I'm waiting until I can send these mercenaries down into the enemy's territory without them running into the back of the enemy army. Meanwhile, that lot should board a ship, and that ship should come over here, though they'll probably be too late to do any good. Yes, the problem with elephants is it's very hard to tell whether they're moving. Right, that's a moving elephant, and that's a stationary elephant. Right, now we can get into Kerman without running into the back of the enemy army. Meanwhile, there appears to be an Outremer army coming up behind us. What? Like, no one's been fighting. Why have I lost a commander? They seem to have lost a siege leader at that. Yeah, distinct shortage of good siege leaders. I mean, I did say I thought we were unlikely to finish this war tonight, but on the other hand, we've got such a decent war score. Where are they going now? Ooh. Or are they just standing around in Sirjan now? Right, now they're heading for Darabjerd. That's good, because that's desert, so we don't really care if we catch up with them in Darabjerd. You can go back through Ishtaka, though we'll want to pick up some more troops there. Actually, maybe we just pile everyone down into Darabjerd and have one great big battle down there, and then we win. What? I just gained 3,500 money. Okay, no need to kill the mercenaries anymore. No, not that way. Wonder where all that money came from. I've no idea where the money came from. My guess is there happened to be someone rich in my court who died. I mean, we did lose that commander. Maybe the dying commander was helpful. Oh, no, they're moving north again. Right, that's weird. I don't want to end up fighting them in that province. Right, when will they be movement locked? Let's not cancel the move until just before they become movement locked. So they'll finish their move on the 2nd. They'll finish their move on the 17th. They'll become movement locked on the 24th of August. Right, we're going to have to cancel that move early. Might work. I don't really want to end up not having the defensive advantage if I can avoid it. But on the other hand, it's only 12,000 enemy troops. We can probably kill them anyway, especially if we send this lot in, who I'd need to split another lump off because they're suffering attrition again. So let's wait as long as we can before they become movement locked. Okay, we have very low supply limit here. We don't really want to spend too long here. Oh, is he the right religion already? Excellent. Damn it, I let them become movement locked. Right. We're going to have this battle in the wrong place with too few troops. Sod it. Everyone join the battle. Won't go well, but it will probably we'll probably win it if I do this. Plus, it's all the mercenaries. They're going to be the ones who bear the brunt of this, which is probably for the best. Oh, now they're going a different way, but it's too late. I don't quite know what the enemy's playing at, but they may have successfully confused me to death. Oh, I've lost my court chaplain. My little nephew Martin always has his nose in the scriptures. Should he become zealous or not? I'm generally a bit in favour of zealotry among heretics. Looks like my court chaplain was ill though. None of them's any good. Don't need a siege leader as a court chaplain. Crikey, wonder if we can convert him. Right, so this will start out badly for us, but at least it saves me money on mercenaries. My hope is that the oh, we need to convert him first, don't we? My hope is that the reinforcements will arrive in time to turn the tide of this battle. They'll arrive on the 5th of December. Why are that lot waiting down there? You should join in the battle as well. It's not looking very good. Two, three, four. I mean, it doesn't really matter if this turns into 2 battles, but it would be better if it were 1. Right, we can appoint him as our court chaplain now. Right. Suddenly 24,000 troops turn up from the neighbouring county, and yes, that's kind of enough to win the battle. Jürgen has apparently distinguished himself in battle. Not very much, though. Right, well, that gets us up to 98% war score. Right, what are we doing about where all our troops are? Let's get that lot back across the border in order to save myself some attrition. Keep that lot here. I think my last armies still haven't actually arrived, have they? Like there are still some ships somewhere en route. Oh no, they're there. Well, they've kind of arrived then. But like, we only need 2% more war score. Who are you trying to kill? Yeah, go on. Who knows? He looks like rather too useful a person, but I'm not sure if he's actually anything to do with me. Okay, whatever. Are you really sure that's a wise place to have a peasant revolt? Like, I'm pretty sure I can find a convenient band of mercenaries quite nearby. If I poke around a bit, where are the mercenaries? Who would just love to go, there they are, just love to come and squash your peasant revolt. Young Ruprecht di Spoleto has turned out as a not very brilliant strategist. Oh, he hasn't got his brilliant strategist points yet. Maybe he will be. He might even be worth turning into a commander if once he gets his brilliant strategist points. Yes, right. Hello, Ruprecht. You should get married and then probably join me as a commander. Yes, don't think Prince Kuno is up to much anymore. Just replace him with Ruprecht di Spoleto. Since this is a fairly unexciting battle, let us not lead the army myself and instead stick some of my other commanders in there so that they can get some more skills and experience. Maybe you guys should go somewhere else. Oh, Constance's mother has died. Right, we have 100% war score. How about you end this war, my liege? Right. Pala Holy War for Fars has ended. Badshah Samir of Outremer won. Samrat Shivanarayan, the Great of the Pala Empire, has lost. Which is probably for the best and is about all we can hope for tonight. Right, I think now I can dismiss the various armies, in particular the Rus company, who are costing me money. Actually, are there any other revolts around that I need to deal with? No. Are there any? I should have looked this one up beforehand. Nearby holy wars against our guys. Can't see any. Okay, no, right. Let us dismiss our armies, because if we're going to use them for anything, it'll be for invading Britannia or something like that. Yes, it's true. All mercenaries do, in fact, cost me money. But these ones were particularly pricey because there were far more of them than I'd intended to hire. Right, disband that lot. No armies remain raised. There's apparently a hostile siege against us. Oh, right, there were some... revolting peasants being a nuisance, but they can't actually accomplish anything there anymore because there are too few of them. Well, we'll leave them there to annoy anyone who comes to visit. Right, so that's the end of that. And maybe next time we'll actually get round to invading somewhere rather than just defending our empire. But we have successfully defended our empire against one that extends all the way to Burma or thereabouts. So I think that's pretty good. I think that will do for tonight. And we will say good night and see you probably on Sunday. So good night.